Welcome back to the Rowan's podcast. I am the Rowan. Grab yourself a travel cup of coffee and your walking shoes and let's chat. We are traveling to my church today. I'm bringing you with me because we are having the annual Ladies Friendship Tea, which is a fundraiser. Every year we do this and we choose different things to fundraise for. This year we are fundraising for the local theater. And it's a fun time. We usually get 70 to 80 ladies that come in, and we have the whole tea thing, the little tea snacks and everything, the proper tea kettles and the tea cups and saucers, and it's always set up really beautifully. This year, and every year there's a theme. So the theme is this year Dancing Through the Ages. And the ladies, all of us that are going to be in charge are going to be wearing different costumes from different dance periods. Some will be wearing like poodle skirts. Someone else will be wearing disco clothing. I will be wearing the 1920s flapper dress. A nice red and really fringy one, when the ladies ordered for me to wear. And we are going to be donating that costume to the theater. Because we had tried to borrow a flapper dress from the theater and they didn't have one. They said they had one and they don't have it anymore. So we are going to donate the one that got bought for this tea. It was bought also specifically because we were having a skit, Dance Off Through the Ages. Me and another lady are going to be, doing dances from other eras in this skit. And, we'll have a judge and announcer, and so we needed the costume for that. So it's going to be fun, and we do this every year. It's all set up like a real fancy tea party with the fancy teapots, and everyone has, the teacup with the saucer and the little tea snacks and the little scones. And one of our ladies whose family is from England, she's from England, makes tea scones. Well, she's from here, but her family's from England. She makes scones, wonderful, yummy scones. She makes those. And then some of the ladies make the small little tea sandwiches and stuff. And it's amazing. I don't do any of the cooking because I'm horrible at cooking. We all know that. So rather than take a chance, everyone else does that. I help with other things. But a lot of the ladies are wonderful cooks, and so it's amazing, and it's a fun time. We everyone brings a white elephant gift, and we have a gift exchange and stuff like that. Last year I got a beautiful crocheted granny squared quilt. It was amazing. It was so beautiful, and I still have it. I keep it. I use it. I love it. I love it. I've never seen a gift like that there before, and I was so thrilled to get it. I was just so happy. So we'll see how everything goes, and I'm bringing you with me. I will be doing little updates here and there about what's going on and things like that. I am trying to also do a video episode of this, which I probably won't be able to video much of the actual tea, maybe the setup, because I think I'm going to need permissions from whoever might be videoed. And I don't know a lot of the ladies there, I don't know, like the guests and stuff. So, but the ones that are helping me set up, or ones I'm helping set up with the tea, I'm not the one in charge. They probably will let me video. So we'll see. So I will see you there. Come along with me. Let's go on a trip with the Rowan. Okay, so we're running late. As usual. I haven't got out of the door yet, and I have to be there in like 20 minutes, and I still yet have a 15-minute drive and a stop at the local Dollar General on the way. So, and I still have my dog outside. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a little late. Luckily, the tea doesn't start for many, many hours. I'm just there for setup and practice again and whatnot. But follow me while we rush. When we get there. Okay. On our way out the door. I'm supposed to be there in 10 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. I made it to the church, but I am a half an hour late. But I did have to let the dogs out before I left. And then I had to stop and get something at the store. And then I had to get gas. And I suppose I should have factored all that in. I didn't. So I'm here half an hour late. So let's go inside. Okay, so I made it, and I'm a few minutes late, and now we're getting ready to get stuff put together. All the treats and stuff. Okay, I just finished half an hour rehearsal time of dancing the Charleston and doing the skit, and I am tired. So now I have probably about a half an hour to try to get all dressed up and get my makeup on. And I don't usually wear makeup, so this is going to be fun trying to figure this out. See you on the flip side. Okay, tea is about ready to start. Everybody's got everything done. Everybody's in their costumes. Pictures have been taken, and our resident piano player is practicing. So, wish us all luck. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes before showtime, and we're filling up. And one of the other ladies let me borrow a boa, which is the feathers are going like everywhere. So far, I've got so much dopamine that I'm gonna be fine. I'm hoping. So we'll see how we go. This is usually a really fun time, and I'm really excited about this. The skit is going to be really fun, and just pretty excited about it all. Okay, so that was a lot of fun. The skit went over well. Me and the other contestants, we danced our little toesies off, and we did. It went out really well. There was a lot of ladies there. The theater came, and there was two people, a gentleman and a lady. They both came and they played guitar for us, different songs. They played a total of 6 songs, and they were all really nice. And they we had to name that tune round where piano music was played, and the guests got to guess the songs, and then they got little prizes for it. And then we had a drawing. We had drawings for extra prizes. And then we had our lunch, and then everybody went home. And, well, everybody except for us, because then we stayed probably another 2 hours cleaning up. But we're all cleaned up, and everyone's heading home, and I'm on my way home too. And I'm glad you all came along for a ride. It was fun, and now I'm really, really tired. I did at one point, I went and put my loops in, because with so many people in the fellowship hall sitting down to eat, and all the hustle and bustle back and forth, and the noises and everything, but it really helped. It really helped my, I didn't get too overwhelmed and stuff like that. So, but now I'm tired, and I'm ready to go home. So thank you for coming along with me on the wild ride today. And yes, I forgot to tell you what I got for my white elephant gift. I got another blanket this year. It was a store-bought one, and I knew that when I picked it, because it was wrapped where you could completely tell what it was. And I knew it was going to be a blanket, and I knew it was going to be a store-bought one. But I love blankets, and it was very, very pretty blue and very soft, velvety soft blanket. And I love that, because I told the pastor, I said, yep, I can just go home, hop in my bed, snuggle up with my pups, and cuddle up with my blanket. But that is not what I'm going to do when I get home. I got a hold of hubby on the way home, and he said he wanted to go to Fish Fries. So, and remember how I mentioned the other day how we get a bunch of animals in our yard, and just as I pulled in from coming home from the tea, I have a crane in my yard. And that's 4 deer. Usually at night we have anywhere from like 11 to 15. And unfortunately they are running away, because I'm sitting here in my truck and it scared them. But they'll be back later. Okay, so I have pieced together all the recordings that I made yesterday, and I just wanted to add, as I'm putting this together, that I did have a really fun time, and I realized a lot of the reason why I had such a good time was that for once I was around people, a ton of people, and totally unmasked.
And I felt safe in doing that because I felt that they would just think that it was all part of the tea, a part of the performance. And I really had fun just interacting and being engaged and just being my goofy, the real goofy self that I am. Um, and I knew anything odd or anything weird that I might say or do, I got a pass for. And so yeah, and I was like, I was hyped. Like I really thought that I would crash as soon as I got home. I really thought as soon as it was done and over with, I would crash. And on the way home, I had gotten hold of my hubby, and he wanted to go out to fish fry. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, well, I mean, am I going to be able to? I haven't crashed yet, but man, is this going to be? I didn't think I could do that. But we went to the fish fry. Well, we went to the one restaurant that we normally go, but they were closed for cleaning. So we went to a totally new place that we never gone, like a supper club. If anybody knows the area that we live in, supper clubs are basically places that are only open for dinner. And they do serve alcohol, so it's kind of like a bar, but it's only open around dinner time. And we went there, and it was tremendously loud. There were a lot of people. Um, and I put my loops in, and I was really worried, man, I'm really going to crash now because this is like, but I was fine. As long as I had my loops in, I was fine. The hubby actually was complaining more about it than I was, the noise and stuff. And I kept telling him, you really need to get some of these loops. Um, so then we got home, and I was tired. I felt tired from, all the traveling and whatnot. And I really, after we went there, then we had to go and wash the truck. And then I can't remember, we had to make another stop somewhere else. Then we ended up finally getting home. And I thought, okay, for sure, when's this crash coming? And it never came. I was up till like 11:30 last night, and I was not tired. And I knew I had to get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, go to work. And I didn't sleep all that well. I finally did get to sleep, and I got up kind of early, made it to work, and I was feeling fine. Okay, 'cause I was like, man, this crash isn't like, it's not going to come. Yeah, 2 hours into work, boom, I crashed. I got so sleepy, so tired. So, I mean, I just felt like I was sleepwalking around the store. And then my assistant manager, she had to leave. And so I had to work the rest of the shift by myself. Well, most of the rest of the shift by myself. And I just got more tired and achy. Everything started to ache. Old age setting in, and I was so tired. So by the time I got home, I made frozen pizzas for everybody, and then I went and sat down to do some of my Bible journaling, and I fell asleep. I couldn't stay awake anymore. I fell asleep. And so I got a little bit of a nap, and I feel a little bit better, but I was so done. I was so finally, I mean, I knew, and I was worried that once I did finally crash, that I would be like, it would take me 2 days to recover, like it does sometimes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I feel a little bit better now that I've had a nap, but I am still drained. But so yeah, I had a really fun time, and it was just really fun. And I hope we get to do it again. I mean, every year we do some kind of goofy skit or something. So I'm hoping next year it'll be equally as fun. But yeah. So thank you all for traveling with me on our journey to my church and the tea. I did have some of it videotaped, not of the tea itself, but different areas that we had set up and stuff like that. And I may have taken some pictures. I may actually post a picture as one of the thumbnails. I am not posting a picture of me in my fringy red dress because, quite frankly, I think it's scary because of the makeup I had on. But I think I have a picture of the teacups and stuff on the table, so I'll send that, or maybe I'll use that as the thumbnail for this. But anyways, thank you all for coming along with me for the ride, and we'll catch you later, I guess. More later. Bye.